Good morning. It is Wednesday, March 4th, 2020, and the topic of today's video is friendship. Yesterday was pretty unexpected. I can honestly say it's the first time in a while where a couple of friends just kind of hit me up in the morning, and we spent the entire day together, like maybe 10, 12 hours. Um, I guess what I could say about that is I normally do spend a lot of time alone, and that's by choice. And to have had such a good time yesterday, and it wasn't even my idea, and people just wanted to hang out with me for like the entire day, and it was their idea, and I enjoyed it. I honestly can't remember the last time that's happened. It's been years. Maybe with a girl, but not with homies. Not that my homies are bad or anything. It's just that usually they'll just come kick it for like 3 or 4 hours and then they're off back to their life. It's probably because they were younger, and we started. So I'll get into it, like why we were able to spend that amount of time together. Um, I'm pretty much like a hustler, you know, and they're hustlers too. And I've got some glass that I was trying to sell, all the glass in that cabinet right there, and they were helping me sell it, and we were just hanging out and having fun and talking and stuff. But I think what really ended up making our friendship valuable and last that long is that we're helping each other, and we're not just hanging out and wasting time. Before you know it, we're creating email addresses, using those to log in and create websites, and create social media, to create advertising, to advertise brands for companies that we're creating. And it may have just started off as some friends hanging out, and I really appreciate that. But what it ended as was some friends helping each other and getting stuff done at the same time. Because while they were trying to help me and make some money, right? I'm just hanging out with them. I decided, like, well, hey, let's do the same for them. So I started asking them, who they work with, what they have available, what type of products and merchandise they have, what their prices are. And then I just got on my phone and started making calls, and before you know it, I'd done a couple $1,000s in sales for them, and it felt good. It felt good to have some friends again that like wanted to spend time with me, and then it felt good to make something positive out of it by rewarding them, by helping them make money and helping them with their business, um, just in return for them wanting to help me make money and help me with my business. Um, and that's really what friendship is all about. I think it's one of the greatest things you can do. You can help each other with your hearts, and you can help each other with your market, because that's really that's the driving force between most of us. It's We have this heart that needs love and acceptance from other people, and money will never ever take care of that. And then we have this mind which which has an ego and needs like security and like materialism and food and houses and transportation and clothes, and that's really where money comes into play. And so if you can really try to start with the heart and then find the mind, um, that's going to help you guys a lot in your path for creating really solid friendships. Don't start with the mind when it comes to making friends with people. You should really trust your heart and ask yourself if these people are the type of people you even want to be friends with. Uh, Here's something that I shared with them that I really liked, and I don't know, it might be backwards when I put it in front of the camera, and in the future I could put a little more work into it by just like using my computer to display images, but I'll just use the camera for now. So here you go. I'll read it so that you can at least just hear it if you can't see it. This is kind of my, I would say that this is my manual when it comes to making friends and how to uh, use your heart to be the best friend you can to other people. And this works with how you treat yourself too. So try to remember this. This was shared to me by my mother, and I really appreciate her for sharing this. She shared a lot of amazing things with me, and I'm sure that she deserves a lot of the credit for why I feel like I'm so in touch with who I want to be as I am. So here you go. People are often unreasonable and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are honest, people may cheat you. Be honest anyway. If you find happiness, people may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today may be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give your best anyway. For you see, in the end, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. That was by Mother Teresa. And I think it really speaks on how to be a good friend to the world, but to always remember to be your own best friend, because it's really not about your relationship with you and the world. Your relationship with you and the world will always stem from the root of your relationship between you and yourself. And I've covered that topic on how to be your own best friend, so I'll try to stick with friends besides yourself as the topic today. Here's some more quotes that I really appreciate. A real friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. Walter Winchell. If you live to be 100, I hope I live to be 100 minus one day, so I never have to live without you. Yeah, that's how a real best friend can be. It's the best feeling in the world. I tried to make a best friend recently, and they lied to me and cheated me right afterwards, and that reminds me why I need to be my own best friend, because my response to that was to go and kind of fuck with them and cheat with them, and then that just made me a worse person, and then all of that's bad. So be careful with that whole best friend thing. Just have friends and always give your best. Here's another one. That was, by the way, that was Winnie the Pooh on that quote. Must have been talking about Christopher Robin. I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. That is something I am 100% in agreement with, that I need to work on. It's in order to be a better friend to the rest of everyone out there, I am going to have to work on shutting up and listening, and I intend to do that. Believe you me. That was Ernest Hemingway. Friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, "What? You too? I thought I was the only one." That's C.S. Lewis. Yeah, it's really important to be able to connect with people. I mean, being your own best friend, yeah, it's, connecting with yourself. It's just, you know, I hate to use this word, but it's just like no one wants to sit there and mentally masturbate all day. You know what I mean? It feels nice to engage with others. True friendship comes when the silence between two people is comfortable. There you go, man. It's just like a sense of trusting and knowing, and Jim Henson said, "There's not a word yet for old friends who've just met." You ever just meet someone and you feel like you could have been friends with them for a while, but you just met? And then here's the last one I want to give you guys, because I think a lot of you don't really know how to pick true friends. You just pick people that are fake to you, they tell you what you want to hear, they keep you in your comfort zone, they aren't real with you, and that's exactly what you want. And you're basically settling for a fake and superficial relationship because you're afraid of what the real truth is. And you're letting fear dictate and control your life. And you don't want to let pick people that allow that. So here's the last one for you. This is my last quote. It's by Thomas J. Watson, and I hope you remember this. Don't make friends who are comfortable to be with. Make friends who will force you to level yourself up. Bust you out of that comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? And on that note, make sure you pick ones that are doing it from a place of good, not because they're manipulative pricks that like to see a fish out of water. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's gonna wrap it up. Uh, I had a great day yesterday. I did a ton of stuff, and I never felt lonely. And anyone who watches this, I hope that your life is just as great as mine, and I hope that you reach out to me and let me know so that I can tell you I'm so proud of you, and keep up the hard work. Have a great day, everyone. Spread what you want more of. I'm just trying to spread the wisdom and the love.